Let's talk some tech. Jenny Horne's with me, host of Next Gen. Let's knock out this Supermicro thing, Jenny. So they waited, and they got it in on time.
And they're up now, kind of. I mean, yeah, they are up now 26%. So it just is amazing to me, like the gift that keeps giving as far as volatility. We talk about being catalyst light in this market. Not really when you're Supermicro, because they did wait until pretty much the last moment they could. Now shares reacting as much as a 26% upside is what I was seeing this morning.
There you go.
On the back of they did file on time. So they were verified by their auditor, which is now BDO, confirming this has correctly reflected their status to now conform to these U.S. accounting standards per the release. But their CEO and founder described the filing as an important milestone, noting the company's renewed focus on its core business and DLC strategy. Their 2024 sales now more than doubling to around $15 billion, and $40 billion is their revenue target by fiscal 2026. Further highlighted that dominant position. But wait a second, to me, if you're using words like an important milestone and like robust sales growth, then why didn't you make it the first time when this is from a year that ran through June 30th? I mean, we are so late to this deadline that to me, I'm like an important deadline. It's very reactionary.
I'm also not trying to be a jerk here, but like BDO, usually if you're a company that has products that are and services that are going to be like central to some of the biggest technological themes in the world, you'd think you could get a big four accounting firm.
Right.
I guess BDO is number 5. I did just look it up. Apparently they're the 5th biggest after the big four, but like
I didn't know that. I know.
Is like, all right, okay. So good for BDO, I guess.
No,
right.
like public perception though, it's the big four, and then it's no one else.
Exactly.
I understand.
So okay, but at least they got in on time. Again, like the very last minute, still doesn't exactly inspire confidence. But this was a fun lesson in trading because all the volatility around this, a binary event with asymmetric payoff, is kind of rare to find. So up 26, what is it, 25% here?
Yeah, I'll be curious if like the short interest starts to come down, because to me this has been a massive short squeeze. I mean,
yeah, it could get, who knows?
It could get even crazier.
For sure.
20% of its shares right now are sold short. So I mean, you're expecting this type of move. This is basically a meme stock at this point. That's the way I would, I mean, not to say it's like the meme stock, but it trades with the same volatility of like no more rhyme or reason. Yesterday we were selling off 10% into this news, and now today we're up 26%. The only thing that is capable of is massive short positions.
All right, let's talk something maybe a little bit more meaningful, connected to some of the other stuff we're thinking about right now, which is Workday, the earnings, the job market, the role that they play. Kind of a stock that underperformed cloud companies quite significantly for the past year. What's going on?
Yeah, and a name that from like a technical standpoint was not impressive either. We were stuck in this range. I mean, last earnings really kind of didn't give it a whole lot to work with. So now in comparison, revenue did rise about 15% year over year. Net income did drop though to 35 cents from the $4.52 reported a year ago. So pretty substantial. I mean, net income declined, but prior year they mentioned this benefit of a $1.1 billion release of the valuation allowance related to the U.S. federal and state deferred tax assets. So they had this one-time charge that they blamed some of the weakness on. But they did say AI is front and center in every conversation they have with their customers, their prospects, their partners. They want to move beyond these incremental productivity gains and really look for more of these ROIs that help them drive growth and gain their business back. So around 30% of their expansions with existing clients did draw on at least one existing AI product. I thought that was kind of interesting. And after we saw, I mean, their CEO last year really hire some of these Google executives, I think you need to see more from this company, frankly. But hey, we're up 10% pre-market, so I'm being critical. I think, a name that's been in need of a breakout because, again, we've been sort of just stuck in this range, especially on this year. Yeah,
so a little fuel here for some of the tech strength this morning. Good report from Workday. Good clearance from Supermicro. So we've got a few things out of the way from last night and this morning that are helping us out. Good.
As we go into NVIDIA's earnings too, I think these are both positive things.
Yeah, nicely. Get us ready, you know.
We need some momentum into this report.
Anything. We'll take it. All right, thanks, Jenny. Appreciate it. Good stuff.